Hey there, folks. Hope you're doing well today. You know, one of the things Donald Trump used to say while on the campaign trail is that the world didn't respect us, and that if he became president, the world would respect us. And in this moment, when the South Korean president was just given a life sentence, or we see Prince Andrew go to jail, how is the world looking at America right now? When you have Jeffrey Epstein named in the Donald Trump files numerous times. The video we're going to look at today demonstrates how Americans are losing their reputation and demonstrates how Donald Trump is playing a role in just that. The video we're going to look at today could leave you feeling that it's unsafe for Americans to travel simply because of Donald Trump's actions. Let's roll the tape and take a look.
A birthday trip turned into a nightmare, you might say, for two Alabama women and their two 12-year-old daughters. They say they were on a train in Brussels, Belgium, when a man carrying an 18-inch knife tried to kill them. One of the women caught the interaction on video. WSFA 12 News anchor Rosie Langello shares her story.
Moments of terror.
Somebody help us. Go! There's a knife. Go! Somebody help!
This video shows Amanda Hardy, her friends, and their daughters running through a train in Brussels after a man approached the group. According to Hardy, the man first asked if they were American, then made another request.
He says, "Do you like ice?" And we do not respond. And his next, the next thing that he does is he draws a knife.
Hardy captured video of what she says was an approximately 18-inch knife the man was holding with a blue scarf.
Now, in no way are we justifying his actions. Violence is always unacceptable. But instead, this is a moment for us to realize that all Americans can easily, potentially be lumped together. That this person very well might not have taken the time to try to distinguish if you were actually Republican or Democrat, if you supported Donald Trump or you didn't, and instead see Donald Trump's actions as cruel and inhumane and want to try to hold any American accountable. And this kind of brings us back to what Donald Trump said on the campaign trail, that it's important who you choose as your leader, that it's important that Americans are respected on the world stage. Because if we instead elect a criminal who's closely tied to child predators, who then abuses power and abuses people, that behavior can trickle down and be associated with all Americans, and in turn making it unsafe for Americans to travel, just as these ladies have found out. Let's keep going.
According to Hardy, the man also made another threatening statement.
We know he has a knife. He probably has a gun, considering he said, "I can shoot too."
Hardy says the group spent approximately 3 minutes trying to escape the train. They eventually made it outside, where they were left to process what had just occurred.
We don't know, if how far he was chasing us, if he was chasing us, if he, disappeared into the crowd, if he sat down. There was a point where I did see him, and he had, like I said, his scarf back on, and he was standing there as if he had done nothing.
That same day, Hardy spent 40 minutes making calls to the U.S. Embassy, describing what had happened and requesting help with their travel plans.
And I'm literally pleading with our U.S. Embassy, saying, someone tried to kill us because we're American. Can you please get someone here? Can you please get someone here? But it ended with, it's the weekend. And if you have your passport, this is generally not something that we do.
And so, again, here we clearly see the outcome of Trump's administration, gutting the government, removing funding. The end result is a lack of services for Americans. Historically, if there was an attempted murder on an American on foreign soil, this would be all over the news of every channel, and the embassy would be working with local police to try to resolve the matter. Instead, you get what you pay for. And this is just one of many things that we are going to continue to see the outcomes of Donald Trump's administration for many years to come.
Hardy also reported that while some police officers in Brussels were helpful, others provided no assistance when the group had to board the same train again to continue to Bruges. Despite the traumatic experience, Hardy is speaking out publicly because she wants to advocate for policy changes.
There needs to be a review and a change of emergency protocol when it involves children. We cannot abandon children in a foreign country when someone attempts to kill them simply because they're American. We have to do better.
And here, in the end, it's just disappointing in so many different ways. It's disappointing that Americans are losing respect on the world stage, directly associated with the actions of Donald Trump. And it's even more sad that it's making it unsafe for Americans to travel, and even more sad that infrastructure that's needed, like embassies, are being defunded. And Americans are paying the price. But this is going to be a theme for the administration of the outcomes that we're going to see. Americans are going to get screwed and have to pick up the bill. That is, if we don't get stabbed first.